And a very good morning to everybody. 5:55 a.m. here in Manila. I'm about to leave my room here and head off to the airport where I will be getting our flights across to Honolulu, flying Japan Airlines. And we've got 2 hops to get there. First is a first 3.5-hour flight to Tokyo, where we have about a 5-hour layover at Tokyo, and then we get our next flight across to Honolulu, Hawaii. Anyway, I will see you at the airport. Yes, this face does tell the story of a big night last night in Manila. And yeah, I will see you at the airport and on board our Japan Airlines flight. First leg, I believe, is a 787 in their Sky Suite. We'll have a look at that. I'm not sure whether it's Sky Suite or Sky Suite 2 that we have on this first leg, but we'll have a look at that when we get on board. Anyway, I will see you there.
From the depths of the young influencers emerges the silver nomad. He's a fun-loving old fart that never grew up. Follow him while he's giving you his spiel on places, people, and airlines. Grab a backpack and join him on his next adventure.
And welcome to the JAL business class lounge here in Manila. Got a bit of a coffee machine, a few snacks, and a fridge full of soft drinks here. It is very early in the morning this morning, so the lounge is pretty empty, as you can see. We've got seating right along the window here where you can view out over the apron and look at the planes. But yeah, quite a nicely appointed lounge, very nice and quiet, as it technically is, or generally is, I should say, in JAL. Anyway, muffin time.
So welcome on board Japan Airlines 787-800 flight JL 746 from Manila, Philippines through to Narita. This is the first leg of a flight all the way through to Honolulu in Hawaii. This is the JAL Sky class cabin in business class. It's in a 222 configuration. The seats are offset, so you do actually have full aisle access from the seat, so you're not interrupting your neighbour. There is a privacy screen, which you can raise that screen up and down as required if you don't want to see your neighbour. That has to be down for takeoff and landing, unfortunately. The screen is a pretty decent size, as you can see there. That is like a decent size screen. So we will have a look at what the entertainment options are when we get it a little bit later in the flight. A quick look around the seat. It is a lie flat bed in business class on the 787-800. Not a lot of storage space. I can't really see much. I thought there was here. I don't even know where the tray table's hidden, to tell the truth. So that'll be interesting to see how that works when we get a bit further into the flight. I think maybe it's underneath this bottle of water here. I think here we go. That lifts up and the tray table's in there. So we'll check that out a bit later when the food comes along. Some seat controls down there. I do have a USB charging port and an international power adapter in the seat. A little bit of storage under the front there. Can pop a small bag. That's the footwell, obviously where the lie flat seat stretches out to. There's a small table there and a TV screen. So we'll check all those out a little bit later in the video. Anyway, I'm going to sit back and relax now and wait for takeoff.
飛行機が間もなく離陸いたします。シートベルトを腰の低い位置で緩み、ねじれのないようにしてください。また座席の背もたれ、テーブル、足置き、個人用画面、コントローラー、カップホルダーを元の位置にお戻しください。ベルトサイン点灯しはその上の頭をしっかりとお出しください。Thank you for waiting all passengers. We will be taking off shortly. Please fasten your seatbelt and your phone, ensuring it is not lifted. Also, please retain your seatbelt, table, seaters, button details, controllers, and cup holders to their original position. Also, passengers with a baby on their nose, please hold your baby tightly while your seatbelt is on. Thank you.
So the cabin crew just brought around a hot towel, refresher towel. Now climbing out of Manila on our way to Narita. And, let's have a quick look at the entertainment. So we have a handheld device here because the screen is quite some distance away. And we can utilize this little handheld device. So obviously I have the flight map up there at the moment. Press the flight map on there where you want to view it. Language. Audio language. It's a little bit tricky to operate and hold my camera at the same time. Select the language, then you have like a little joystick here, as you can see, just to operate the screen. Bring up flight info, so we've got 3 hours and 20 minutes roughly to run. Let's have a quick look at the entertainment options. So we'll just click entertainment, movies. Genres, new releases. Oh, meanwhile, this is up here. there's like some of the movies options. Choose them on the screen here. Captain America. Press the play button. Press your audio choice. No subtitles. And then it'll pop up, as you can see, on the screen. So that's the little handy duty thing. Obviously you can operate the touch screen as well if you choose to do so. Headphone jack is down here on the seat. So you can either plug in your own headphones or the ones that are supplied by JAL. No amenity kit on this flight, I don't think. Oh, do we? No, we just got some slippers, blanket, pillow. They did come around and they offered us eye mask and some earbuds, but no actual amenity kit on this flight. It is a day flight, so I suppose you don't really need one. Well, when we do the next leg from Narita across to Honolulu, I guess we'll have a look there and see if we get an amenity kit. We can have a look at that on that leg. Tray table is actually tucked away in here. And the menu. So you have an option in the menu of Japanese or international cuisine. I'll go with Japanese cuisine, I think. I'd like to try that, see what JAL's cuisine is like. And a pretty extensive drinks menu there as well. There's actually champagne and wine too, if we choose. We got Drapier, champagne and Drapier, carte d'or NV. Anyway, we'll have a look at the food when that comes out very shortly. So I ordered the Japanese menu. So here we go. A little selection of goodies. I think that's a packet of rice in there. I haven't opened that up yet. We have, get the lid off without spilling it. Miso soup. And that's Wagyu beef and also fish, the shiitake mushroom. Looks very, very tasty, doesn't it? I'll have to check it out. Chopsticks. Chopsticks always a good thing. We have a seaweed. I think this is salmon with caviar. Not caviar, just fish eggs really. Roe. I call them salty poppers. Salty poppers. I'm going to try the Wagyu burger. Not bad. The sauce is a little bit bland. But then I'm a big fan of spicy food, so I want to get into the miso soup here. Let's try Japan Airlines miso soup. A little stir. Quite delicious. And for dessert, we have a mango pudding. Mango. Number one fruit in the world, if you ask me. Number one best fruit in the world. Mango. Have myself. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off. Have myself a little bit of a sleep. We've only really got about 2.5 hours to run, and come back to you when we are making our descent into Tokyo. Well, we've commenced our descent now into Tokyo. Managed to grab myself a couple of hours kip. Pretty good flight. So far smooth until now. As you can see, we are in a little bit of weather. So there are a few bumps and things around the place. Cabin crew have been great. Advantages of having a light flat bed like this is definitely great when you need to grab yourself an extra couple of hours kip. Food was good. I did enjoy it. Japanese menu. So overall, it's been a very pleasant first leg with Japan Airlines. So once we get on the ground, we'll be visiting JAL's first class lounge at Narita Airport, and I'll take you for a bit of a wander around there. You can have a look. Anyway, I'm going to buckle in and get myself ready for landing. Welcome to Japan, Tokyo's Narita Airport. Welcome to Tokyo's Narita Airport on the outskirts of Tokyo, about a 50-minute train ride, and a pretty dreary old day out there, but luckily this is only a transit, so we'll be spending it inside in the comfort of the lounge. Anyway, let's go into the lounge and have a look. So here is the shower room here in the first class lounge in Narita. So, rain head shower. I love it when they include rain head showers. And of course, what would be without a fancy dunny? Anyway, I'm going to have yourself a quick shower, go back and get something else to eat, and go for a walk around the lounge and show you what it looks like in the lounge. A beer pouring machine. You place the glass in there. Start. Who needs a barman? Pours the perfect beer. I want one of those for home. How cool is that? Challenge accepted. She goes, really? Very excited.
Oh, delicious. Japanese beef curry. It's very nice, very, very nice. And everything is made freshly for you and delivered to your table. So, especially the sushi. The sushi was great. Yeah. They make it there. You can actually sit there and watch them make up the sushi. So yeah, and it's delivered to your table. Great experience. So having a quick look around the lounge here, we have a little separate section here, a bit of a quiet zone with some recliners, massage chairs, has its own drinks and beer machine in this area. We have telephone booths where you can go in and make calls on your phones, etc., without disturbing other patrons in the lounge. Very Japanese thing, isn't it? And then this is the main area here. We have your drinks machines, the buffet area. You can order your dishes that you want to eat, and tables and chairs for sitting. And that stretches all the way down here and around the corner. So there's plenty of seating space, plenty of tables and chairs where you can sit, eat, work if you need to work, etc. So welcome aboard Japan Airlines Boeing 767 from Narita through to Honolulu in Hawaii. Short 7.5 hour hop across the Pacific to Hawaii. Hopefully we'll be able to get some sleep. Different seat on this plane. 767 uses Japan Airlines Sky Suite, and it's in a 1-to-1 configuration, so it's a little bit more roomy than the previous seat. You will have a little look around. You can see we have the seat controls there. Also on the side, smaller screen than the Sky Suite one. Is USB and power adapter there. On the side here you actually have a little cubby hole, little hidey hole there, and that's where your AirPods, and you can store water and wallets and things in there. A lie flat bed, and so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to grab a couple of hours sleep on the flight over after we've eaten. I'm going to grab 3 or 4 hours sleep. We are arriving in Hawaii at 9 a.m. today. Going backwards in time. I love a bit of time travel. So we'll be up for that. Anyway, I'll make yourself comfortable, wait for takeoff, and we'll have a look at what the food offerings are on this flight, and have a little look at the little tea bag that we've got here. We'll see what's in there. Sit back and relax, and I'll see you a little bit later in the flight.
So our meal has arrived, and I went for the Japanese cuisine again, similar to the last flight, but it's a little bit of a different menu this time. So I'll have a quick look what I got. So you can see there's the usual rice package. I got some curry and some beef or something. We've got some down here vegetables, barmy beans, or is that chicken? Quite sure what we've got here. Some fish, and of course miso soup. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into this and have my dinner, and then look forward to a little bit of sleep. Just try and get myself 3 or 4 hours before we arrive in Honolulu. I think the time now is around about, let's say, 3 a.m. in Honolulu. We are scheduled to arrive at around about 9. Anyway, I'll come back to you after I've had a bit of a nap, and we're on our descent into Honolulu. Well, good morning, and we are about an hour and 45 minutes out of Honolulu, and I just woken us up for our breakfast service. So managed to get about 4 hours sleep, which has been good. Recharged the batteries a little bit. Now we'll have ourselves something to eat prior to our descent into Honolulu. So here's breakfast, and looks like we've got some form of egg omelette, a couple of little meatballs, some veggie condiments, a bit of sauce, fruit, and a bread roll. And I got myself an apple juice to have with that. Anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast, and I will see you guys when it comes to time to arrive in Honolulu. We are now commencing our descent down into Honolulu. So it was a very comfortable 7-hour and 45-minute flight across from Tokyo. Overall, I had a great time on this flight. The cabin crew are amazing. It's only 24 seats here in business class section on 767, and yet we had 4 crews, basically one cabin crew per every 4 people, which is every 6 people, I should say, which was pretty cool. Yeah, the food was great. The service was impeccable. The crew were very, very lovely. Before, when we were going to depart Tokyo, I was silly enough to leave my hat in the first class lounge. So they were able to assist me to get someone in the first class lounge to go find it and then bring it down, return it to me, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, ladies, on this flight. So like I said, overall, very comfortable flight. I would quite happily fly JAL again, which I will be doing within the next couple of weeks. And really don't know what else to say, except I hope you enjoyed this little review of the video, and we will see you on the next leg of this trip, which will be in a couple of weeks. I'll fly Delta Airlines from Honolulu to Alabama. So I will see you then. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and catch you on the next video. Bye for now.